Tuesday, and holy crap, what an interesting way to end that Monday night football game, as that's very important. Joel Verlin behind the microphone, as this game could definitely, because the Falcons won, affect the NFC South come next week. Because everyone's thinking, well, hey, it's a winner take all, because of course the Bucks Panthers game at Raymond James was put on the early side for Saturday, part of the double header. But everybody's thinking, well, it's just a whoever win gets in. Not so fast, says the Atlanta freaking Falcons. Holy crap, as of course. Atlanta did not falcon the game away. 27-24, came close. As of course, let's start off with, 0-0, just an exchange of puntings. Then Atlanta touchdown, 65 plays from none other than B. John freaking Robinson, 4-yard pass from Kirk Cousins. Yeah, getting used to it. It was a B. John Robinson kind of night. And LA next possession turned it over on downs after 11 plays, not getting anything. Atlanta punted, so they didn't do much better. Then, oh boy, Rams interception. All of a sudden, not exactly what you would call a Stafford kind of night. Yikes! But then Rams punt. Rams punt. They do an interception, but then they punt. Then Atlanta punts. Then another interception. Then an Atlanta touchdown second for Bijan Robinson. 93 freaking yard run. Gonzalez kick. Good. And at this point, we're talking 21 to absolutely nothing. 4 plays for the Rams in the half. Then, second half, Rams field goal. Atlanta field goals, and exchanging of field goals. Rams touchdown to none other than one Mr. Ferguson, not Puka Puka. So if you were hoping for that, nope. 24-10 at this point. Atlanta blocked the field goal. It's blocked. It's blocked. 24-17. Touchdown return by Los Angeles Rams. Holy crap. Atlanta punt. Then Rams interception. Not what you would call a stellar night for one Matthew Stafford. Then Atlanta punt. Los Angeles Rams touchdown. If you were playing him in fantasy in your championships, what's a championship? Puka gets his touchdown, 11-yard pass from Matthew Stafford to Puka Nakua. Boom, kick good. 24 freaking all. Atlanta field goal, 24-27, and then Rams just ran out of time. 4 plays, 24-27. Falcons win. Falcons win. Falcons do not falcon the game away. Falcons win. 24-27. Total plays, Rams 62, Atlanta 56. Total yards, Rams 363, Atlanta 345. Total drives, 11. Rams 10 for the Falcons. Average starting position, Atlanta 27. Rams, Atlanta 27. Atlanta 24. So, yeah. Yards per play, 5.9 for the Rams. For the Falcons, 6.2. You're going to just credit that to Bijan. Yeah. Bijan on. And Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins earning his money. Time of possession, 30-50 for the Rams. For the Falcons, 29-45. First down passing, first downs for the Falcons. from the Rams, excusez-moi, 10 for the Falcons, 9. Rushing first downs, 5 for the Rams, 5 for the Falcons. So tied. First down from penalties, tied 1 each. Third down efficiency, tied. Fourth down efficiency, Rams slightly better than the Atlanta Falcons. Passing, 248 for the Rams, 126 for the Falcons. They didn't need it because Bijan. Completion attempts, 22 for 38 for the Rama Lama Ding Dongs. For the Falcons, 13 for 20 yards per pass, 6.5 Rams, 6.3 for the Falcons. Interception throws 3 for Matthew Stafford. 3. That's why you may be seeing some news. Did Stafford screw up his chances for the MVP? Kind of videos. 0 for Captain Kirk. Rushing carries, yeah. 115.20 for the Rams, 5.8 yards per rush for the Falcons. 219.33 carries, 6.6. It was a Bijan Robinson kind of night. Penalties. Falcons actually had the more penalties, believe it or not. Whatever that other word was I was trying to say. 7 for 42. Rams 4 for 35. So pretty similar. Fumbles, loss, 0 fumbles, loss, interceptions thrown, of course. 3 for the Rams, 0 for the Falcons. And yeah, defense, special team, TDs, 1 apiece. Both DSTs made their fantasy owners happy. For some reason, you decided to start Falcons or the Rams tonight. I'm not sure why you'd start the Falcons, but if you did, good on you. All right. So, that being said, so what's the play for? What's the play for in week number 18? As yeah, we'll start off, of course, with the division title that can be decided with a win. That would be Ravens and Steelers Sunday night. Ugh, what an fugly schedule. Of course, whichever team wins gets the division. Unlike the NFC South, we'll get to that in a sec. We'll get to that in a second. That's a little convoluted, kids. Then, of course, the Broncos 1 seed with a win or a Patriots loss. Let me say that again. Broncos 1 seed with a win or a Patriots loss. Ditto Patriots 1 seed with win and Broncos loss. Jaguars division title with win or Texans loss, 1 seed with a win and a Broncos Pats losses. So they can get the division title if the Texans lose and a win. They can get the 1 seed with a win, and the Broncos have to lose and the Patriots have to lose. Division title for the Texans, of course, with a win and a Jaguars loss. It's amazing how everything is just based on what happens. All right, so that's the AFC. To the NFC, San Francisco 49ers, pretty easy. 1 seed with a dub. Ditto for the Seahawks, 1 seed with a dub. Panthers and the Bucks, oh boy, we'll get to that in a few seconds here. Bears, number 2 seed with a win or an Eagles loss. And of course, the Eagles, number 2 seed with a win and a Bears loss. Okay, we mentioned the Bucks. You need a freaking degree. You need a quantum freaking physics degree. Well, okay, maybe you don't. To figure out this whole scenario because everything was, well, okay. What are the chances the Falcons win on Monday Night Football? Because if they win, all of a sudden everything comes into rut-row mode. Because in order for the Buccaneers to win the division clinching scenarios, of course, Bucks have to win versus Carolina at Raymond James Stadium on week number 18. Second thing that they need to happen, the Bucks also need one loss by Atlanta in its last two games. That's easy for me to say. Believe that. Need to try ignore. Should I restart myself? So Bucks also need one loss by Atlanta in its last two games. That did not happen last night. So that means once again it's up to the New Orleans Saints, who are playing pretty good. Shuck is being unfreaking believable. Doesn't matter who is injured. Olave is having himself a pretty darn good season. And it's crazy that even if Tampa Bay wins and Atlanta wins out, meaning they beat the Saints, all three would be 8-9, even if the Bucks win. And that means even if the Bucks win and Atlanta wins on Sunday, Carolina would win. Are you ready for this? By the three-way tiebreaker. So as crazy as it is, Bucks could end up winning. Won a game. They beat the Panthers with a Chase McLaughlin field goal in the fourth quarter. Or Mike Evans runs it in for a touchdown. Holy crap! Bucks win. Bucks win. But then Atlanta wins against the Saints somehow, some way, and we've seen they are absolutely in fuego. Bijan is locked in there. Kirk Cousins is dealing. If they have Drake London there, Kyle Pitts all of a sudden is a weapon. You could have the Bucks, even if they win, they still don't get the division. As crazy, as absolutely, completely beyond cray as that is, whew, it's never easy for the Bucks, is it? Is it ever easy for the Tampa Bay Buccos? Every single year you have some nightmare scenario that if the moon is like a big pizza pie in the sky, and if the sun is equidistant to Venus and Mercury, then the Bucks get in. Otherwise, that's a no. But who the bleep knows? We shall see. Will Todd Bowles be fired if they don't get in the division? Who knows? Ravens and Steelers also interesting, but yeah, that's the so what's a scenario so what's that? Yeah, sorry, just anytime just scenario Tribe Called Quest for some reason comes into my head. Scenario so I don't know. That's one of those lyrics that's just engraved in the subconscious. But yeah, so there you go. So even if the Bucks win, they could still not get the freaking NFC South division. And my final thought is, well, fantasy is over for 2025, such as it was. And the banner I'm quote unquote hanging up is my 16 team league. I'm called Cup of No Joe because that was my Joe Burrow team. Drafted Joe Burrow. Yay! I got a Cincinnati stack. Joe Burrow, Chase Brown, man. T. Higgins, man. I'm pumped up. I'm happy. I'm psyched. I think T. Higgins or Jamar Chase. I think that was a T. Higgins team. I'm pumped up. I'm happy. I'm psyched. And then the Burrow injury. Well, it was a good thing I ended up having Daniel Jones that I drafted as a backup because, man, he's having such a good year. He's chugging along. And, yeah, well, let's see. Kirk Cousins. Yay! Kirk Cousins on the wire. Yeah, let's get Kirk Cousins. But then we got that Rams matchup. And even though it's a consolation game, I don't like it. Turns out it would have been good to start Kirk after all. But yeah, let's scoop up Tyler Shock. He's having himself a heck of a year. So, yeah. So start off Joe Burrow, Daniel Jones, Kirk Cousins. Final week, Tyler freaking Shucks. So So the banner I'm putting up, the banner I made was Cup of No Joe because it was originally Cup of Joe, changing to Cup of No Joe. Flying Ryan suggested Cup of Toe. Cup of No Joe in the League of Winning did not finish last for the 2025 season. So yeah, did not finish last. That's my fantasy championship banner. Oh yeah, fantasy was fun in 2025, wasn't it? Wasn't it? Aye, but if it was easier, it's a sport that we wouldn't like. So you like it because you're pinning your head against the freaking wall. That's why you like fantasy. So you're going, I can't believe thus and such and this one had that crappy a day, and they were supposed to get 23 points. Huh? But anywho, and for the two most hated commercials out there when I listen to radio that I'm absolutely, literally, I'm having to turn down the volume or I just roll my eyes. The stupid Dr. Pepper fan commercial that's predominantly on ESPN. Now the 23 favorites make me forget the missed field goal. Oh my God, that voice. The other one that's getting very close, very, very, very close to, I absolutely am getting tired of hearing the Peyton Manning insurance commercial. I'm motivating Manning. I'm turning down the volume because I'm getting sick of hearing it. When I say Peyton Manning, you say at the freaking mute button. Good God. Every time you think that they can't possibly come up with a more irritating commercial with the new product commercials, you get proven wrong and they come out with a very excuse me, very irritating commercial. But that's it for me. Hope you have a cool Tuesday as we head closer into the New Year's. Or not really sure what to make of it. Week 18. Best games, the two games on Saturday, then pretty much Sunday night, and all the rest are kind of fantasy. Pretty much mostly over for good, for bad, but yeah. Getting ready to turn the page 2026. I think it's more than likely that you're sort of having a 10-foot, maybe a 20-foot. Let's make it a 20-foot pole. You're having a 20-foot pole and you're kind of open the door in 2026 because you're not sure what's there. You're like, hmm? But yeah, have yourself a day. Stay warm, think warm thoughts, and I'm Joel Verlin. Let's see what happens with the Bucks. Holy crap. It's never easy. It's never simple with them, is it? I'm done.